Dick Wolf. Come here, Dick Wolf. Questions at the end of a movie are always very difficult, but let me just start with one. Did everyone understand that there was no actors in this movie?
Yes.
Did you? Did you find it hard to believe? No? Very good. How many people know of the film Highway? Right. Good. Well, pretty amazing. So here we are. Dick, I think you have a funny story you'd like to tell us.
Excuse me. When this project started, I think we had one name in mind mutually for who would be the perfect person to do the narration. And although Tom has done a fantastic job in narrating the film up until now, after he saw the picture, he has agreed to be the narrator, and that person is Johnny Depp.
But I still need to get paid for my narration, Dick, so we'll talk about that. Anyway, no, we're thrilled about that. You know, my challenge with this film was to just let the footage tell the story and to not use interviews or talking heads. Did anybody miss that or object to that?
No.
Well, it's a tough challenge because it places a lot of pressure on the narration to hold the film together. So, you know, but it was my idea to just keep the film in the world of the Doors, so that we see them, you know, forever and ever. So.
Tom, they're supposed to ask the questions. Anybody want to know anything about? Yeah.
A gentleman by the name of Paul Ferrara, who was a college friend of Jim Morrison's, was asked by Jim and the band, I believe, right, to follow them around early on and just shoot. And this is what he came up with. Pretty amazing stuff. He also was the cinematographer for Jim Morrison's movie, which was shot in 35 millimeter in 1969. So.
But I have to say the footage was a mess, and Tom assembled it wonderfully, and the narration was written by Tom, so not bad.
John and I realized we came from the same father, different mothers, but the same father. I'm sorry, right here.
Yeah, some of us know Dick Wolf's famous producer of L.A. Law and all its spin-offs. Not L.A. Law, forgive me, not L.A. Law. Law and Order. Law and Order and all its spin-offs. What did you get involved in this one?
Well, when the opportunity presented itself, I leapt in. Peter Jankowski is actually the president of Wolf Films, who was the person who really produced the movie and has been engrossed in it for about the last 2 years almost. Longer than that, actually, but he is owed a tremendous debt of gratitude. I sort of tagged along and was able to be helpful at some points with some of the tighter moments, but it's really his picture, Tom's picture, and the Doors picture.
What were the tighter moments? That's the interesting.
Why did I get involved?
Yeah.
Well, I have a 15-year-old son who has the only band from before 2000 probably that is on his iPod of the Doors. I think he represented the next, or the generation after the generation that I was in, and it's amazing that kids his age are still entranced and attracted and are listening. So hopefully this film is also partially for him, so that people his age really get to know who the band was.
This man right here, then we'll get to you.
question, but why did it take so long for the footage to surface? Why now all of a sudden? The question to John, what do you think of the film when you see it? Is this the world of the Doors?
Why did it take so long? The stars were aligned. I don't know. I like it very much. I think it shows a little more about all four of us. I think there's some more depth about Jim. He was in the beginning, his innocence and shyness and everything. I love it. I love seeing it because that's the Jim I knew, and then I saw him self-destruct. But I like this more well-rounded picture.
This gentleman right here.
Can you please tell us about the highway? Is the feature film a short length, and can we see it's finished or it's just footage?
No, it's a finished film. It was completed, I believe, at the end of 1969. It's about 40 minutes long. Jim was very proud of it. He entered it in a number of festivals. And we respected the film that we did not use any edited sequence. I only used outtakes from the film. And I believe that the finished film, correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff Jampool, is going to be included as a release on the DVD. Is that something that's happening?
The final film, Highway, will be released. We're not sure how, but it will be.
Right. But it was from a script that Morrison wrote about this guy wandering through the desert. He gets picked up by someone and kills them. And it was he was very, very much infatuated with film. He really wanted to be a filmmaker.
It's right. The sequence is they're from Highway, right?
Right.
So I was confused because the radio mentions Morrison's death.
Right.
So you did this montage or?
No, it really happened to him. No, I'm kidding. You have to understand.
Confusion's the plan.
Listen. As thrilled as I was to have Dick and Peter Jankowski call me and say, "Would you be interested in directing this?" The first words out of my mouth were yes, no matter what. I didn't even think. What happened was I was bombarded with just hour after hour of footage. A lot of it was silent, and none of it was labeled. I didn't know that Jim had made the film Highway. I did not know it. So I just saw all this silent footage. There was a shot of him on the street. There was a shot of him in a car turning on the radio, but no sound. And when I came up, one night in a drunken, fever with a concept, a kind of an idea, it struck me. Maybe this could be used as a structural device to hold the film together. That he hears his own death and kind of wanders back through the through the history of the Doors, discovering what the Doors were.
I love it. Give another level. Yeah.
Well, thank you.